It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got Miles Jack, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Titans and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
They go play action here on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The Titans now at 2-5 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. For the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. 11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield. And he got there and put his man on the ground.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He gets so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to come in the football.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That would go for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Van Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there. And let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And now out comes Minnesota. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. Smith has it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They're going to look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. A good pickup there, 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2nd and 11. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they work this well on field across the 45. Well executed, 22-yard gain.
Opposite, green, check pink. Smith red, check white.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 11 now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
They'll set up to throw.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
2nd and 13.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smoother.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So when did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Ready.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. First half. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They run it again with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
Well, the Vikings have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 5. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out come the Titans now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time,
and he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. We'll get this up to about the 44.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And it looks like you've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that lead is back down to 9 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, it's Cook again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw here. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talked about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle complete. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now back to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ready. Set.
Cook up the gut. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Check pink. Smith red. Check white. Yellow. One.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have a big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Minnesota,
They improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.